As a church leader, your time and resources are limited. It's difficult to find discipleship and Bible study materials that are affordable, easily accessible, and high quality. But there is a way to equip the people in your church every day of the week without losing sleep. Welcome to Right Now Media, the world's largest library of video-driven Bible study resources, used by more than 20,000 churches, schools, and organizations. With a Right Now Media subscription, everyone in your church can access thousands of biblical resources for kids, couples, small groups, and more. Give your members access to great content, anytime, anywhere, on any device.
And God specifically says, the way you think, that's not the same way I think.
Equip and inspire everyone in your church beyond Sunday.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me right here in Solomon's Temple. My name is Solomon Design Shams. They call me Uncle Solomon. It's so great to have you here. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for everyone who's here. I see Chief and Dave is here already saying, hello, Brother Solomon. Thank you so much. Maureen, also, thank you so much. Everyone watching on YouTube, thank you so much for joining. Everyone who's subscribed, I appreciate you. If you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Please do so. This broadcast yesterday, today, and yesterday, today. I'm just going to be broadcasting. I've just been broadcasting rather on YouTube. The guys on Facebook are not here, so just trying to make sure you drag people onto the YouTube part. That is where also they can check out other videos. Thank you, Evelyn. Evelyn is also here. So I appreciate each and every one of you for your consistency, for your support, for your love, and for your prayer. That is indeed what we need, what I need. Well, I'm about to bring you the final part of exposing TB Joshua's Wiseman. They call him Wiseman Christopher. Wiseman Christopher ORJI was a wise man with TB Joshua for so many years. Most of his adult life, actually, he spent there until 2 years ago when he left. And he started his own so-called ministry in Enugu, in the eastern part of Nigeria. He is definitely one of those people that you would see that this one definitely is a TB Joshua's clone, because he is, So this is Wiseman Christopher ORJI. This is how he looks. You could see the hairstyle and everything, the mannerism and everything is just like TB Joshua. So he spent so many years with TB Joshua, and obviously he has learned quite a lot. His idea of ministry is all about what he learned from TB Joshua. And TB Joshua was not in ministry. Fatai was not in ministry. Fatai was a charlatan, was a sorcerer who just came in and took a Bible and started what he called a church. But actually, it isn't a church, it's a shrine, because many were deceived. Many lost so much. Many lost their lives. Many were, their faith was totally destroyed because of Fatai, that's TB Joshua's actions and intentions. So Christopher ORJI, Wiseman Christopher as they call him, learned a lot from TB Joshua, moved on, and he's been doing his own thing, manipulating people, deceiving people, sleeping with girls, young girls and women. So I'm bringing you this final part of this audio. There's a conversation between a lady who is a medical doctor in the UK, who is one of his financiers. She supported him. She even bought him a car at one point, supported him financially because she believed in his ministry. And this other young girl who was with him at the Synagogue Church of All Nations, which is where TB Joshua was running the show. They knew each other from there. So he left. Later on, she discovered he left. And then they got in touch, and she went to support his ministry and work for his ministry. So she was there for about a year as an evangelist. So this is a conversation between this lady who was supportive of Wiseman Christopher financially. When she began to hear a lot of allegations against him, she began to dig deep, and she began to ask people who were there or people who were there who were left. And that was how this conversation came about. So let's listen to the final part of this conversation. They're going to talk. They're going to say a bit about also people that work with him. Other people who are working with him, who he uses to do his dirty works. How he use them to harass the girls, to get their phones, and to make sure you're going to hear in this audio how her phone was confiscated and wiped and information taken because she had a lot of audios and stuff of him sort of like sleeping with women and stuff that she's gotten from him and all that kind of stuff. So here is the audio. Please listen to it carefully, and then we talk. We need to share these things because we need to know how these people operate. You don't just think they are prophets.
Wholeheartedly with the wife to support him. Wholeheartedly with the wife to support him. So even that period, the man withdrew from even doing anything. But I just told him that I shouldn't be done that will stop you from doing what you want to do for God. It shouldn't be because of
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to
go ahead and do what you want to do for God.
So the man just told you that. Go ahead.
So another day after man of God, after the woman have told the man has told. So innocent came back again. So I was talking. So GC from my back, that guy is a bastard and God will punish him. God will continue to punish him. God's time. God will continue to punish him. He will be frustrated that he will commit suicide and kill himself. From my back. When I was standing, I was listening to what Innocent was saying. And I snapped like they made the plans already.
Yeah, you told him. But by the time you said he was pregnant, you were pregnant for Christopher. He couldn't say anything again. He was thrown back. All of them were shocked. They stepped back.
They made the plan already. When Innocent was talking to me, he snatched my phone from me. What's his name? God's time. He snatched my phone from me. I went and deleted what he thinks he has deleted from my phone.
What did he delete?
I took even my memory card. They took everything from my phone.
So that recording, you lost the recording you said you had.
I had the record. So, but as God may have it, I already transferred the record to my laptop, and I sent the laptop out of the house. I now took my phone and deleted and removed my memory card. So I have to even go to police station, make statements for that. Station and make statements.
So that's the third time they are reformatting your phone.
Yes. So I went to police station because on the process of driving my phone with me, even my clothes removed.
Hey!
My clothes removed because I was driving my phone. I was driving my phone. So
It's just for him to show royalty in front of Innocent, that he's loyal to the brother. You see what they can do for him. You know that's how they act. Until today, Christopher was with him. Go ahead, continue.
Not Innocent, that this thing is something that me, you, and Sophia are supposed to have sorted out. Nobody will have heard this thing.
So it was that this. Go ahead.
God's time that is there fighting, you think he's fighting for you. Tomorrow is going to, because there's some things that God's time also forwarded from my phone to his phone. Okay. You see, I told him they are going to use all these against you. So that you get a time that you will not know how to stand in any state. You have to start looking for a way to hide.
Is that what you told him?
Yes, I told him that time is coming when you go and start looking for way to hide your face.
He told Christopher this thing face to face.
The time is coming when you will hide.
And innocent heard you. And that's the cry of the woman.
Was innocent who was there. So so I told him that, and so when they changed us as the husband, because I told them that they should take the phone since the phone is their problem. I just took my SIM card. I told them to take the phone.
Because Christopher must have told them he's the one that bought that phone, they should seize it from you. For them to have the audacity. So by the time you made the police statement, what did the police say to you?
They said that if I should permit them to come and to arrest them, because at the process of dragging my phone, they injured me. Blood was on my hands.
So you suffered, okay?
The police people, they were like, if they should come and arrest them, I go to them and told them no, they should not have. I'll just take the statement. So that was what happened. And then, what's his name? The chief justice, the husband, very me to plead, don't this to happen, that I should let it go, that they are going to settle me. So,
did they give you another phone?
Yes, he gave me money to buy another phone.
Who gave him the man?
He gave me money to buy.
How much was that?
He gave me he gave me 90,000 to buy,
which is far more than what a man that sleeps with you gave you. And you see it. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand that the man is sick? So he's sick.
So he took me to Baka, Sadam Baka.
Who took you for the Baka? Who took you to Sadam Baka?
The onions in the chief justice, right? Because he was going there, so I told him that I want to, like, okay. I was with him when I was talking with him when the call came that you need to go to Baka. I was like, oh, before you let him back, oh, okay, back to the trust.
Did you tell him the problem you were facing?
Well, I didn't tell him. He just asked me one thing I wanted, I told him.
What did you tell him?
I just I need to forgive because I need to be forgiving. I just needed the heart to let go, like free heart. Just pray for me on that. Okay. I came back. I came back to my house.
Ghost man, sir, what did he say again with this sick guy? This guy that is sick. That everybody loves him. That he always hears Christopher. That Christopher is jealous of him. Like the problem he had, I told him, because after praying, God asked me, go back to after that guy gisted me his own path and painted all of you red and he holy. I meditated here and God told me in the morning, go ask that guy. He also has the same spirit. He and Christopher at the point were even dragging this woman. He wanted what Christopher wanted. He's always standing toe to toe with Christopher, trying to get what Christopher gets. He keeps telling you that everybody in the church loves him more than Christopher, respects him more than Christopher. Ask him, this women, you also had an attempt at them. I went to him. I asked, he said, no, why am I? I said, your spirit, I'm spirit. I just prayed. I was here meditating. God told me to ask you this question. And if you don't want to tell me, it's up to you. That ministry you're starting will not work if you don't change and confess and stop aiding and abetting crime, And he said, no, all you can remember is that these women always go to Christopher and say, I really like God's time. And that makes Christopher jealous. That makes Christopher envious of him. And that's why he touches him and doesn't like to give him money. He likes him to be begging, And then also the people in the church, that when he's making an announcement, when he's talking, the whole church stands up to clap for him more than Christopher. Christopher, why are they laughing at your clapping? They should not clap when you're clapping. They should only be happy. They should only do it when I'm the one talking to them. Do you understand? Did you hear what I said? And that's when I knew this guy was sick. He said, once he leaves this church, now it's a matter of days. Once I leave this church, and the whole church, half of the church will go with me. I said, okay, let's be realistic, okay? Because sometimes you talk in exaggerating mode. Are you aware that you're opening this church in wherever it is, Akwa Ibom is what he said. I need to be open with you because you've been open with me. So these are things he said I should swear not to tell anybody. That's his own crazy mind. And he's going to Akwa Ibom. That's why Jonas is already doing the survey, what they need to buy. Are you aware that Akwa Ibom is not Enugu? How then are you hoping to convert the half of the church to go with you? Because by the time I leave this guy, he's going to be emptied. So it's that thing you said that he's gathering people to himself again. Remember, every single thing you prophesied is what is happening. You know this guy. He said, all of them are going to go with me. I said, you're in Akwa Ibom. Every good person does not even have money to give offering in the church. It's to follow you to Akwa Ibom because you're what? Because you have what magic? You know? Or are you saying they're going to be online watching you? How many Enugu person has data, mobile data, to be wasting and listening to you? You got my point? Yes. You understand? So I said, please wake up from this slumber. If you're waiting to convert the whole of Christopher's church before you leave, I'm telling you that the punishment that is awaiting you and Christopher is the same. Your church cannot go beyond Christopher because you're from the same fruit, you're the same seed of immorality. You know, you never corrected him. He said you're covering his track, making people to lie against themselves that Christopher was pure, that Christopher didn't do. Christopher is using you, you're using him. You see, both of you are lost souls. You need to change. Now, this church you're opening, who is your mentor? This thing you said about altar, who is your mentor? So I said, who is your Christopher doesn't have a mentor, that's why he's a failure. And he's still gonna fail woefully. Who is your mentor? He said, well, you now told me now this guy that is from Jos, Salman, Joshua Salman. Even Christopher knows I worship that guy. I like the guy really well. Christopher knows. I said, okay. So how is Salman? You said, have you seen him? Have you talked to him? Do you talk? So I watch him all the time. I've had the opportunity to go see him one-on-one. I really heard that was from TV Joshua. I was like, wow, really? You know, you should come out of there. I told him, okay. He said, he wants to break away from this cycle of people. He doesn't want to have any of this cycle from TB Joshua following him. He wants to have a fresh new start, a fresh new people. He said, and he also said, Daniel calls me and said, you know, he's not working. Leave that place. We know this guy. People know him from TB Joshua. People that is no holy. Just say that you do not know him. Daniel, them know him. They couldn't work with him. They call this guy, don't you know him? You know, we couldn't work with him. If he's not working, leave that place. So I told him, if Daniel is calling you and saying if he's not working, leave that place, why don't you go to why don't you go with him, Daniel? Or go to John Shi. He said John Shi took his number to refine. John Shi wants me to join. I said, I'm not joining any of this. I want to leave all their clique. They are all evil clique. Are you getting the point now? So, my sister, absolutely shocking. I'm glad I spoke to you. This guy, since that time, he told me, let's pray every midnight. Let's pray every midnight. Every midnight, and I want to buy this. I want to buy that. Yeah. And I'm planning second hand. All these things I wrote here, if you see thousands of things, all these things I wrote here, it's just second hand. I'm not looking for pure. If you can just give us money, I just laugh them. So you understand? I told Maria, these people is just money they want. I don't want to be part of sponsoring their evil plan. And Maria said, no, I told you last time. Still the way you open. I said, last time is no good. First time is worse. You understand the point? Mm-hmm. I told her she trusts God's time more than anybody. You know what? It's some God's time that convinced you to come and give testimony and lie. Man of God insisted you must say that. Just I told him, well, if you need help from the church, you must go there and announce that all these things are not true. My sister, how can you go and announce that all these things are not true just because of money?
Yeah. Because usually I saw that Samaria's confession, or even her deliverance, I just called someone that Samaria is hungry, that lady, she just needs help. And now they think the next time, this is the opportunity. They just wanted to use it because everybody knows that happiness was with her. So they just wanted to use the opportunity to just disgrace happiness. So it will not be, people will not believe that what they've been hearing is not true. Because if you look at the deliverance, if you look at the text, you know that it's all fake. So when she called me that this morning, that she's not just happy, she wants to do this, she wants to do that. I just said that you can't just do anything, you can't do anything. I asked her, is the sofa still with your sister? She said no. I said just let it go, leave it for God. Because if you come out, you want to do anything, if you come out, you want to say anything, the sofa will bring out when they do your deliverance, when you did your testimony, and when they give you 300,000 naira. So nobody is going to believe anything you're doing. Just let it go and move on. Let God fight him. Which I know that God will definitely fight him.
And it's exactly what Gostan told me yesterday. But I told Gostan that Maria is very unhappy and she's struggling to do something. I told her, don't go to church. Just be calm. He said Maria cannot do anything. That town, she can't do anything. The way he just degraded the girl. If she can try that in Lagos, she can't try that rubbish in Enugu. Tell her to try it now, she'll see. And by the time I went back to Sister Jo started crying. I said, now you see that Gostan is not a good person. You have accepted that. I told her from day one. Then time she tell me, Gostan will tell me he's a truthful person. I said, no.
Gostan will tell you good morning. Sister, if God can call you on phone and say good morning, please check the time. It's afternoon.
For that short man to be able to suppress you, tear your hand, and that's how they are. I was married to a short man.
Not just him. There were 3 of them with innocence. I swear to God.
Who is the third person?
Then Gostan, Michael, then what's his name? There is this one they call Babati. And the innocent. It was 4 of them, sister. It was not just, it was Gostan. I'm a very strong girl. I will start, but it was 4 of them. I was talking to 3 of them. Other people were coming behind my back and they grabbed my phone. They processed the email. So it was not just Gostan. I told God, you is going to, if Gostan is not somebody to even communicate with at all. It's the devil incarnate. It's the devil himself. And Christopher, it's paining me because Christopher didn't know what he has done to himself. Of a truth, people that came to work with him wholeheartedly, they left. It was just evil people that stayed with him. And
you know that popular saying that says if you can't beat them, you join them.
Join them.
This guy said he's a very wicked man. He doesn't give them transport money. He tells them to enter the other bus. That bus, somebody that has been a mechanic. He told me that for the rest of his life, for the next 5 years, nobody will ever give him a good car like the car you gave him. And they say he's trying for that guy. And I'm telling you, this guy will be so much suffer. If you see where he's causing Christopher, you will know that if you give this guy a knife, he will stab Christopher to death. He's stabbing him in the Yes. What else am I talking about?
I will not lie. Christopher used to give Gostan the money. Very well. Very well. We are the one that suffered the early ministry thing.
Why was Gostan lying against this man? Why is Gostan?
Gostan, they are the one enjoying. Sometimes 50,000 naira for our feeding for the week or month. They'll be giving me 115. The next they'll tell me that the money has finished. So that account that Gostan showed you was not the real account. Gostan has his main account. He just wants to scam you. And sister, if you want to, because I know that Christopher is under a spell, but I don't blame him with what he's doing because I wanted to show him up when I came back to Lagos. I wanted to show him up, but minister to that is under a spell. And sometimes, yes, that is spell. Sometimes if I even dream, I still see him in the dream like he's still under a spell. But I told him in the dream, I can't help you. I can't do anything. But I will not say where help will come from and block it. God is the only one that will help you. I sometimes like
and that God that will help you, you're already hurting him. You're already working against that God. If to say his hands are pure, this spell will not be working on him. But I can assure you, see, Christopher is not marrying Joy. You want me to repeat it again? Christopher will not marry Joy. That's spell. Yeah?
It's against him, because no. I don't know what to say. I just don't just stop helping him, continue to help him.
No, I'm not continuing to help him because I'm sponsoring a coven. Listen carefully. You know, lust is not love. And this guy knows. No, a man that loves you, will he be sleeping with you on the same under the same roof with you and be hoping? You're hoping every day. You're committing all kinds of crime with him. No, does a man waste you like that? Even people that are boyfriend and girlfriend, the girl visits and goes, right? But this girl is under there just to monitor. She steals money from himself. Last Sunday, people, not this Sunday, the upper Sunday, people saw her taking money in an envelope and running outside. Immediately after the offering, she counted it, took money and ran outside and gave it to a woman that was waiting outside. They told her to run. They saw him.
Yes, the one that is in charge of all the finance, every money she's in charge. That's why I said that Christopher is just under his spell.
He cannot marry that. Even innocent has sworn that he not marry that girl. That is a lie. He's not marrying John. Christopher knows. You know Christopher. Like he said, he's not ready to marry. Christopher just wants to be having fun. If Christopher has seen somebody he wants to marry, he won't be having fun up and down. Christopher has not seen anything in Joy that will make him bow. Joy is holding him down. Does not mean Joy is a serpent holding him down. Does not mean that Joy is the one for him to marry. His family has said it. Everybody has said it. Joy is only. Do you know Joy was sleeping with TB Joshua? Are you aware? People lose Joy's story now in school. I got people now.
Joy is not sleeping with TB Joshua. No, I'm sure.
No, Joy slept with TB Joshua. Forget it. I've even written it to TB Joshua. I've written it to Christopher. You could not deny it. Joy slept with Christopher in presidential. So ask Maria now. You know, they talk like, no, tell me call you now, begin investigate. If you don't ask, you will not know. You didn't even know that Christopher was bad. You didn't even know he was mental, but you were in school. You didn't know TB Joshua was flirting with people, was sleeping with people. Today, said his wife wanted to divorce him. Ask Maria now. No, okay, let me park one side. It's time for you to now dig your own story so that you understand why Christopher does not have respect for him. If my son now, you see my son that lives with me, catches me with a man, or catches me sleeping around or in compromised position, do you think the respect will still be there?
No.
That's what happened. Christopher them has seen TB Joshua has used them for all manner of evil. And they've seen him in compromised position. They don't see respect again to offer him. That's why they talk to him anyhow. So you're coming here to advise us. Hey, pack one side. We know you now. He sleeps with Yinka them. They messed up that guy's marriage. Oh yeah, ask Mr. Maria. Even if you don't want to ask another, even God's time confirmed it. Even he confirmed it, even he and Christopher them, they all know. These women kept complaining, like we then decided to dig, and we found that it's true. And TB Joshua is no innocent. He sleeps with these women. He sleeps with his adjoining in presidential suit. Ask. If you don't ask question, you will not know. If you don't ask the right source, you will not know. Nobody will come and be telling you, this person I know is a sleep with him. No, nobody does that. You've got to dig. You have to dig deep and dig deep for that matter. Do you think if I didn't dig, I would ever know Christopher? Christopher, with the way he's preaching on the TV, will you ever think he touches a woman? Oh. So what else do you want me to tell you so that you know that these people, these murderers always preach. A shower person, everybody's an ashawo to them. A thief will tell you, you also a thief. You're here calling me thief, you're also a thief. TV show, is now doing his own in a clever way, hammering it on TV like a madman, so that people will think his church means business. He's the only millennium church that is against this, and start taking him serious. Oh, hell no. The man of God will spend hours on TV, hammering, lost. All he sees, he doesn't see any prophecy. Have you ever seen Christopher seen any prophecy for anybody? He's lost. He's lost. Pornography, masturbation, gay, women. You have serious meat on lost. I can see you have. That's the only thing he exposes. Because that's what he's into. If you're not into loss, at least you'll be seeing good things about people, except lost. So my sister, I really, if you finish this story today, you know, go sleep. Oh, make I leave you. Oh, I'll keep in touch. You hear? I'll not be part of this menace. I'm not helping him. The only help I can give him is prayer for him to be exposed. Let him confess his sins and be free. Especially Sister Joy and him. Let them be exposed. Because you and I know that you have to, for you to get deliverance, you have to have acts of true sincerity of forgiveness, right? You see the way we went to Pastor Nambaka and said, I want to really be able to forgive. I've done this. I want to be forgiven. Right? Have a heart. Because knowing that two of you are equally to be blamed. I mean, Christopher did not come and force you and say, sit down here, stand down here and rape you. You understand? It's a mutual kind of consent to some extent, you know? We don't know, you know, if you go to court and say it's manipulation, then until they have seen how you described it, they won't be able to ascertain that. But because of that, he said, I need to just forgive and move on. I don't know how I was foolish, but God forgive me so that I can move on. Like if I had gone to Nigeria and had any issue with this guy, I would blame myself just like you. I would never be happy until I revenge. You know, but I thank God for the spirit you have and the love in you. All we have to do, pray for this guy to be set free before it's too late. Pray for him to be set free. Pray for him to. You and I, that marriage on a spell does not work. Marriage of charm. There are people on the marriage day, the man will run. Not be so. Or the woman will run and abandon the altar. You don't hear that one. Charm get expiry date now. Charm get expiry date. You see. So what else do we need to know? He's avoiding me. He's avoiding. He keeps running, non-stop. People, he delivers people. People come back with the problem and manifest it. That's what Ghost Time told me. I said, then Ghost Time, why are you forcing this people to give you testimony straight away? They don't let you go home to go and receive the healing, check your blood. They say, come straight away to give testimony. And by the time you get back home, you realize that this thing has come back again. There was never really any healing. You come again, you manifest again. Because someone will deliver somebody in church and say, you're free in Jesus' name. You go to mountain, you see another deliverance starting. It's as if it's that time that the warfare is happening again. So there's something ill about it, the whole setup, okay? Thank you for your time. I'll keep in touch from time to time. Oh, anything I remember, I'll just with you. I'm that one of God's time, you've given me peace of mind. Then this one of Christopher, because I was worried for years. So what if this girl was pregnant? If she commits adultery, that affects abortion. That makes the crime even higher. Let me get in touch and see how she coped. Because I was asking God's time, did she do the abortion? Did you see the certificate? He said no. Did you check up on her? He said no. He said, I will check on her when I get to Lagos. I said, I would like to have her number. He refused. So that's why Maria gave it to me. I'm a single mom. I like to help people, especially single mom, widows, you know, because we know we've been there, my sister. So you understand? I'm so happy with everything so far. At least God saved you from being pregnant for somebody you please have any love, or you can remember his hate for now. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll keep in touch. In case if you need anything, let me know, okay? That woman in Green Road, anyway, me, I can pray with you now. You know the prophetess? Is it the woman that them crowned before prophetess, right? Sorry? Is it the lady that like crowned the prophetess or something? How did you do it?
Well, that's what we have in the concluding part of this conversation between this lady who is she was a financial partner for Wiseman Christopher, former TB Joshua's Wiseman, who took the same. You could hear the same sort of strategy. They have a video clip of you. They would use it against you, and the deliverance. You could see the way he dealt with the woman. You could see the way money is. You could see the whole manipulation is just there. And trust me, there are so many other people who actually spend time at the synagogue, and they adopted the same sort of like strategy. Some of them, they just followed TB Joshua on TV or whatever. They're somewhere in Gambia or somewhere in Zimbabwe, but the spirit would come upon them. You would wonder. That's how, because if you devoted to somebody like that, you follow them, you open your spirit to them, and they can put in stuff, especially these guys who are doing it intentionally. They will put in all sort of evil spirit inside of you, and you begin to operate like the same way they want to operate, because that's what the devil wants. He wants to multiply the kind of people that would do the same kind of thing that Fatai, the TB Joshua, that is doing, or he was doing. So we have to be aware of this, and we have to make sure that we open our eyes. And this girl who was being this part of this conversation, the other lady is a doctor. She's an older woman. She has a child. She's a doctor in the UK, but she's Nigerian, and she used to support him quite a lot. She used to support him quite a lot financially. She bought him a car and all that. And the other girl is just, a younger girl who wanted to serve God, and she went to TB Joshua. Obviously, how do you want to serve God and you went to TB Joshua and spent so many years now? And now you're with his Wiseman. Obviously, things are not going to work out the way that you intend. So that's just the way that it is. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and for Primi Cooks. You came in late. You're saying, hello guys, long time watching the live. Looks like you guys are wrapping up. Yes, we are wrapping up. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Juliet from the Gambia. Renai, all the way from Sarawak in Malaysia. Good to have you here. Good to have everybody here. Thank you so much. Andrew says, good afternoon, Solomon. No hiding place for the charlatans masquerading as men of God to deceive gullible Christians. Chief Fine Babe says that the only difference is the charlatan wear. That's what it is indeed. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right away. That is Solomon's Temple. I would appreciate if you can do that right away. Thank you guys so much for being here. God bless you and have a wonderful day.
Hi, my name is Reju, Dr. Reju. I'm a workplace effectiveness strategist, and I consult for churches because I have a passion for pastors. I have a burden for pastors because of my belief in the tremendous amount of influence that they can have in society. But over the years, the global church, we've focused on only what happens within the four walls of our buildings. We've reduced the definition of church to a building, which we know is not accurate. But the purpose of this conference, this workshop, is to give us a wider kind of horizon, to widen our horizon, to look at the church through a truly biblical prism, to expose pastors to gain an insight into the biblical definition of church, so that we can express that full definition and become that externally focused church. A friend of mine once said, where is the church on a Sunday after the parking lot is empty? That is what this workshop is all about. Call Joy Bringers on the numbers on your screen. See you then.
Masinya Attorneys Incorporated, a boutique commercial and taxation law firm in Midrand, Johannesburg, South Africa. Strategic lawyers on point with more than 20 years of practice experience. We are professional, capable, and qualified.